Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 3 of season 4 of the Great American Stampin Show. We're really glad you're here. If you are new to our little stamping competition that we do, I invite you to go back and watch, seasons 1 through 3. There's a lot of material there that could keep you busy and creatively inspired for many, many, many hours. But if you're new, you can see the playlist of all of our episodes right here on my channel. If you are a follower and you've been watching all of our episodes this whole time, you know the routine. We have 4 of us who are competing to earn your vote. You'll watch my video and then click the links down in the description to go to the other 3, and then you get to decide who wins this episode, and that person is the one who has the most thumbs up likes on their video by Sunday evening. So you could do your part by voting, by sharing any comments. And if you're watching this more like after, Sunday evening, we still very much appreciate your comments and your likes on our videos and our YouTube channels. I would encourage you to subscribe to my channel here so that you don't miss any of the videos I put out. But today we're focusing on Lemon Lolly. Season 4 has been all about color, and tonight is Lemon Lolly. Not gonna lie, Lemon Lolly was a little challenging for me, but I'm really excited about the card that I came up with. It's a quick and creative card, which is my style, but it's got several just special elements that I think you're going to enjoy learning, these little tips, tricks, and techniques that you can apply to pretty much any card that you make. So sit back, relax, and enjoy an hour of creative inspiration. All right, so like I said, our featured color this time is Lemon Lolly, and I am using these 2 stamp sets to create this quick and creative card. So we've got the Memorable Blooms. I'm going to use the Thanks So Much and this large floral image here. And I'm also using this newer background stamp. It's called Painted Stripes, and it's just that, some stripes that have variation in the design, so it gives a little more of an abstract look to those stripes on the cardstock. So I think this is a quick and creative card. It's not complicated, but there's a lot of little steps, and I need to make sure I do everything in the right order. So let's start with that giant background stamp and my Lemon Lolly ink. When I have a giant stamp, I like to set it face up like this and tap my ink pad onto it. It's much easier than trying to hold that big stamp in my hand and then set it down onto the ink pad. That's a little bit more challenging. So you can see I'm just tapping around, and if I hold it, you can also see that it looks like it's not on there evenly, but in fact, that's just the design of the stamp. So the ink is evenly applied. It's just the design that'll give it a little bit of variation. So this is a piece of Lemon Lolly. It is 4 inches by 5 1/4, and I'm just going to set it down here kind of in the center of the stamp, and then I'm going to take my scrap paper and just set it over that stamp, and now I can just rub and get that impression, and apparently shake my camera a lot. Sorry about that. But I can just press into it and get that impression good on that layer of cardstock without getting my fingers all inky from the edges. So now I can just carefully lift that up, and we've got those fun stripes. Like I said, that's part of the design. So if you look, I'll just kind of set it, ooh, crazy reflections. If I set it like this, you can see how the variations you're seeing on this side are just part of that stamp design. So I like that diverse look in there. All right, I'm gonna close this for now. And then, okay, the next step, I think I will get my card base ready. So this piece is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. Again, Lemon Lolly. We've got a fairly monochromatic look going here. Pretty much Lemon Lolly and white is all I'm using, but I do have one little pop of color I'm going to share with you. Okay, so before I attach this to the front of the card, I am going to take my 2 3/8 circle punch and I'm going to set it down here on the bottom. I hold it upside down. I'm going to slide that cardstock in. I want it to go all the way to the bottom. And then I'm going to just, I'm not being terribly precise about this. There's maybe a 1/4 inch border over here on the edge. Just going to pop that out. And what that did was create a little bit of a frame with this layer. So I'm going to be able to pop that up with Stampin' Dimensionals and have a little bit of depth in that card. Okay, we're going to set this aside and start working on our focal point. So I grabbed a piece of basic white. This is 3 3/4 by 5. It's okay if it's not this particular size, and you'll see why as we get going. So I'm going to pull in that floral image from Memorable Blooms, and I am going to give you right now a sneak peek of a new Stampin' Up! In color. It is called Secret Sea, and it's a very, very deep blue. And so I'm going to ink up this image on that Secret Sea ink, and I want to stamp, you might think I'm going for the center. I'm actually going to go right down in this corner because what we're going to do is set this over it. And so I want that to show through, okay? So that is the little window that I'm creating, which is why I did this down toward that lower right corner. Just as a point of reference, I think I'm going to close this for now. As a point of reference, you might be thinking, oh, Secret Sea looks a little black to me. But let me pull this in, and I'm really hoping that it comes through clearly on the video. This is our Memento Black ink. This is the Secret Sea ink. And if I take this that I just stamped and set it right next to that black, maybe that helps to see the difference. Do you see the difference between the Secret Sea and the black? I'd love to know what you think. To me, it's still, I feel like I'm going to use Secret Sea as a neutral color like I do black or Early Espresso or, you know, any of those. But I feel like it softens it just a little bit. It's still a very deep color, but it softens just a little bit. Okay, I am going to pull in the Lemon Lolly marker. This is our Stampin' Right marker, and I'm using the brush end. Each of the markers has a brush end and a bullet end. I most often use the brush end just simply because it goes faster and I'm a little bit impatient when it comes to coloring. So you may notice too, as I color, I'm using the side of that brush end. So I'm not going straight down with the tip, I'm just using that side. A little bit, go around, hit all the petals. Doesn't have to be super duper precise. And what I mean by that is that it's okay to have a little bit of white space in some of those petals. This one, and then I think I've gotten them all. And then, like I said, we're going to attach that to the card base, pop this up over it so we've got that frame. Now, if you remember, I said it was going to be pretty monochromatic, just the one color with a little bit of pop of a color. Okay, so you see all the leaves, and you might think naturally I'm going to pull in a green and color those leaves. And I thought about that, but I decided to go with Pool Party. So this has definitely a green undertone, but it's a blue color. And it's not something you're probably going to see in nature. Maybe there's some succulents that are more along these lines, but I just really liked the Pool Party with the Lemon Lolly. I liked that color combination a lot on here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly use the side of the brush marker and color in all of these leaves. Okay, so now we've got that all colored in. I'll pull it up closer for you. I like the color combination, Lemon Lolly and Pool Party. What do you think? Have you ever done that before? I can promise this is the very first time I've ever used those cards together, but I really like it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use my Stampin' Seal adhesive to attach this to the front of the card, and I'll just center it on here. And then, excuse me, I'm going to grab some Stampin' Dimensionals and put those on the back of the Lemon Lolly layer where we did the big background stamp, and we've got the hole creating the little window. I think that's going to be enough. I did it a little bit closer in here by the circle as opposed to outside, just so it doesn't like settle down in the middle there by that punched circle. So I'll peel those off, and then we'll center this right here. And so it's fun that it creates a little bit of depth there. I'm not sure how well you can see it's popped up there, but it does give that sense of a layer right around the focal point here too. Okay, now there's two other big parts. I'm going to grab this scrap of Daffodil Delight. Now, if you do a comparison, it is a darker yellow for sure. I'm going to take that 2 3/8 circle punch, same punch that I used here, and I'm just going to pop out a circle. I'm not actually going to use this part, but then I'm going to come in with the die from Stylish Shapes, and I'm going to set the die that's just a little bit bigger than my 2 3/8. I'm going to set that over it and run it through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and it's going to create a little border. So this again is the die, and what it did was it gave me this tiny little border, and hopefully you can see those little tiny stitched dots around there. Now what I'm going to do is attach it here and just draw more attention to that focal point. I'm going to show you that one more time. So without the little border and with the border, it draws your eye right into that focal point, and I absolutely love it. So to attach that teeny tiny little thing, I'm taking my silicone mat and I'm just going to put a little blob of the multi-purpose liquid glue. I'll set this face down on the mat, and then I just took a little bit of a sponge and I'm going to just dab it on that glue and carefully go around and add glue to my little frame here. This makes it really easy to work with, and I don't have to worry about glue seeping out and making a mess. I can set it right on here, just press it down, and it's a nice strong hold. So that's secure just with that little tiny bit of sponging the liquid glue. So that, I just love that border, that added detail. That wasn't something I did the first round, the first card that I made, but I love how it draws your eye into that focal point. Okay, now we need a greeting, right? So I'm going to pull in Secret C one more time, and the thanks so much, that's part of that memorable blooms. And then I'm just going to stamp that on my white cardstock. Before I do that, where is it? Here it is. I want to emboss this. I want to make it pop out just a little bit more. So, oops, I better turn that over then. I'm going to take the Versamark ink and ink up my image. And before I stamp it, I'm going to add the Secret C ink. So I tap it on Versamark, tap it on Secret C, and now when I stamp it down here, it's got a little bit of stick from that Versamark ink. I can pull in, trying to close things, get them out of the way. I can pull in my little tray, my clear embossing powder, sprinkle it right over. And now the embossing powder's on there and I can heat it. This is a little bit glossy here. And what I want to do is take my 1 3/4 inch punch and go ahead and pop out that circle. Okay, so this again was 1 3/4 inch, and I want to add that over here on my card, just up here off to the side a little bit. So my first iteration of this card, like I said, I had the colored layer down here without a border and my white circle. And I just thought there needed to be a little bit more contrast. So then I added that Daffodil Delight little trim, absolutely loved it, and then added the circle. And I still was feeling like it needed just a little something. So my final little idea is to take the Lemon Lolly ink with one of our blending brushes, just kind of get some ink on the blending brush, and then I'm going to go over just part of this circle. So I'm going a third of the way to a half of the way up on the circle, because now when I set it here, I've got that contrast. So it's not white on white how it was. There's just a little bit of a difference by sponging on that Lemon Lolly ink. So we've got ink on the background stamp, we've got the marker colored in here, and then finally some ink blended on that circle. I'm going to grab one Stampin' Dimensional and put it down in this corner, and then I'm going to do regular adhesive up on this corner. And remember, that's because this layer is already raised up. So this corner is touching here, which is down. So I want it to be at an equal layer, but this is already raised, and so that's why there's regular adhesive here and not a dimensional up there. All right, the very last little special touch I have is some Lemon Lolly twine that I tied into a bow, and I'm just going to grab a mini glue dot here. I kind of curl it up with my finger a little bit, set the bow right on top of it to pick it up, and then I'll attach right down here. So this is my quick and creative card for you. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. I hope it earns that thumbs up vote from you for this episode of the Great American Stampin' Show. Remember that painted stripes background image is just a lot of fun, very versatile. We've got the layer underneath with our popped up window, that special little frame that draws your eye in, the embossed greeting, sponging on the bottom, and of course the little bit of twine. Lots of elements make up this quick and creative card. Go ahead and click through, watch the other 3 videos, and then give that thumbs up to the one that you enjoyed the most. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.